is being called a step in the right direction for cooperative credit unions and, by extension, the financial services sector. June 1st, 2015 now becomes an important date in the financial services industry as it marks the transition of the supervision and regulation of cooperatives under the Central Bank of the Bahamas.
Clint Watson attended today's Central Bank press conference and explains tonight what this means for thousands of members and a rapidly changing financial sector.
Regulators say the transition of cooperatives under the remit of the central bank speaks to the rapid growth and development of the movement in the country and their growing popularity among Bahamians. Central Bank Governor Wendy Craig says it's a move that's 3 years in the making.
Worked very diligently to ensure that the new regulatory framework that we have in place today would offer the appropriate flexibility and robustness to underpin the future growth of the sector. And at the same time, we wanted to ensure that it fostered public confidence in these very important financial activities.
The governor admits credit unions with more than 40,000 members and assets around $350 million and a growth rate of 7% play an important role in the economy. Governor Craig says 3 factors motivated the migration, including seeking a more consolidated sector.
The transition aligns with the broadly held view by various international agencies, including the governing body for credit unions, the World Council of Credit Unions, that the sector should be regulated and supervised by the entity that is responsible for financial stability. And for us, that is the central bank.
President of the Bahamas Cooperative League, Sonia Hamilton, says as they celebrate 40 years, this is welcome and good news for cooperatives. Boasting in being all Bahamian institutions, she says they will continue to do what they've been doing all along for their members.
The regular customer coming in for a loan or for advice, it won't change. It will be the same. The same measures are there. They've always been there.
To further demonstrate the strength and size of cooperatives, the governor says as a whole, their portfolio is 3/4 the size of their second smallest domestic banking institution. Hamilton says having inspections and audits is nothing new.
However, some credit unions had inspections up to twice a year. So we were really regulated very stringently.
We will be issuing some guidelines to the cooperatives, to the credit unions, with respect to their operations, but we won't necessarily, we don't control the rates. They determine the rates at which they will lend and at which they will, the rates that they will pay on their deposits.
Now already the central bank says they've been working with credit unions. They've already been receiving since last year unaudited reports and financial statements. Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.